The drawbacks for being this kind of size is the pain in my legs. It's not even in my hips. It's just like thigh muscles and knees and ankles. They just, when I walk, they ache. And it's the degree of the pain that varies. I do know that I am extremely lucky. And I think that, this is why we're here, because you can only be lucky for so long before things start to go wrong. I am nervous. My husband asked me, why are you nervous? I'm like, well, it's really strange. I'm nervous that it's not going to work. I'm nervous that it is going to work. I'm nervous about not having all those lovely things again, like all those sugary treats. But I also know that I'm going to get over it. Look, I know I'm in for a heck of a ride. I'm responsible for the food that I have put in my mouth. I can't put that blame on anybody. That's on me. Only on me.
Never gonna stop now, baby.
Hey everyone. It's been a really weird day. I've been sitting here and thinking about the fact that I've been on carnivore now for 6 months, and it's like, and I had real trouble with the thumbnail for today's video. Real trouble. And I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that I was struggling with the design of it. I think I was struggling looking at my before and after. Yeah, it was I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have a plan to do a in-depth montage video for you. There's a lot involved. If you consider that I take 4 photographs every week, face, front, side, back. So that's 26 multiplied by 4. That's 104, I believe. It's a lot of photographs. And I have something very specific in mind where I want that, how I want that to look for you. And it is also, if doing the thumbnail is anything to go by, it's going to do my head in a bit, but I need to do it. I need to do it. It's that good old exposure therapy again, ladies and gentlemen. Really hoping that this microphone's a bit better. My husband heard the sound of the last video. I had everything go wrong. Oh, it sounds awful, but that's okay. I'll be able to use my little waves tool in Audition to, sort it all out. But the company that I subscribed to have those plugins for Audition had an update. And then I did the update, as I have done in the past, and it messed everything up. All of my little plugins that were my go-to were just not working. I'm like, ah. So it was panic station. So I just uploaded the best I could. I did my best. But my husband, knowing the way that I am, and maybe just a little bit selfishly, didn't want to hear me complaining about it any longer. He went off to Kmart. He got me this little microphone. I'm hoping it sounds a little closer, less far away, and maybe just a little less crackly. I got an email from a subscriber this week that absolutely filled me with so much joy. Jennifer, my darling, I salute you. And what you made for me will be making the debut in the montage photographs. I'm not saying anything. It's going to be a surprise because, honestly, What Jennifer sent me just absolutely made my day. Over the weekend, it was particularly busy for me, really busy. And it's not to do with carnivore, it's to do with my mother's stuff. I have been really, really busy in that respect. So yeah, amongst the tension of all of that, in pops this email from Jennifer, and the attachments that she sent me were just, oh my gosh, made me smile so hard and just filled my heart with such joy. So you'll get to see the handiwork of this fine lady in the montage photographs. Yeah, it's really something. There is one thing that I do want to share with you, and I do have permission to share this little section with you. Number of months ago now, I did a live with Limitless Lindy, Todd, and Michael, and their streams are just amazing. They go for 3 hours, but you just, when you think of sitting here for 3 hours, you go, oh, that's a long time. But you just don't notice the passage of time. It goes so quickly. The first stream that I did with them was fantastic. They just made me feel so welcome and so loved and respected. And it was just a darned good time. But down. Todd will know what I mean by that. I wanted to share with you a little moment that happened in this live stream, because since then I have gone to this section so many times, and to date, it is the funniest moment I have had during this first 6 months. The challenge, however, I'm hoping Todd sees this, is that when I do a live again within the next 6 months, he has to top that. So, Todd, consider yourself challenged. This really is a very special moment for me. It just made me laugh so much, and it's given me so many laughter moments every time. And I've gone to it a lot. And I get caught sitting out here sometimes, absolutely roaring with laughter, reliving it by watching it. So without much further ado, I would like to share with you the funniest moment in my 6-month journey as a carnivore.
You know,
Somebody's
taking
got a
so much
good
food at a time.
memory. Well, somebody's got a good memory. Yeah. So one day, this is true. It was on a Sunday. I'll never forget it, because that morning before our live stream, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just, something was terribly wrong. I was gasping for air. What happened is I got a new bed, and it's a king size bed. My hose isn't very long. So I pull my CPAP machine onto the bed. Well, it was winter and my dog got cold and I got cold. So I threw the blanket over the dog. Well, little did I know that it also went over my CPAP machine. And then Cosette let a nuclear ass bomb out that night under the blankets. And well, that pumped all the air under the blankets into my CPAP, which was Cosette's fart. And it was the worst condensed high pressure dog fart you've ever seen in your life. And I mean, I woke up and I was like, did she shit in my mouth? What just happened? It was the worst thing I've ever had happen. So, public service announcement: if you have animals or even yourself, don't put your CPAP under the blanket where you're sleeping on, because you could gas yourself. You could high capacity pump your own fart in your face if something goes wrong. But yeah, be very careful. It's a true story. Trying to save lives here, folks.
Oh no.
It's terrible. It really happened. I couldn't believe it. I was just like,
Oh.
I think she shit in my mouth. It's terrible. It's definitely something to watch out for.
I'm gonna have to play this on the replay. I have to play this part to my husband. He will just die when he hears it.
Ah.
Yeah. So that was that. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that is a very real problem, and with CPAP masks, and it's not just to do with animals that perform such things in the bedroom or what have you. Unfortunately, humans are quite capable of producing rather nasty problems for one who wears a CPAP mask. And yeah, it's an issue. It is a really big issue. And when you have the humidifier on in your CPAP mask, makes it worse. Oh gosh. Oh, it ain't good, folks. Those that know. No. I've had losses this week everywhere. I'm very blessed. I'm still using my vibration plate. I'm now up to 20 minutes per session. Minimum 2 times a day, sometimes 3. And I've noticed today, specifically today, you've seen me step down from that door there onto the back patio. I have noticed today that for the first time in 6 months, the pain jolt that I feel on my right leg when I actually step down is just a little bit less. I am so grateful for it. So grateful for it. It has gone so quickly, 6 months. I just don't know where the time has gone. I've been saying this for 6 months, but now that I'm actually here at 6 months, I just don't know where the time's gone. And here I am just eating meat. That's it. All I'm doing is eating meat. And it's crazy that just eating meat changes everything on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, and in a lot of cases on a spiritual level as well. It tests your metal, it tests your being, it tests your fiber, however you want to actually put that. It just makes you confront everything and look at it in a very different way. And the fact that you get to do that with a clear head, whew, thank goodness. So look, without much further ado, cue the montage. Yeah, I may or may not have thrown in an extra image for you. I may have gotten a little bit sassy. Put my hands on my hips. I will do that again. Because there's definitely a shape there, dear. I remember a story that my mother told me when she was doing a recording actually in, I think it was Dresden. I want to say it was Dresden, but anyway, she was with another singer soprano who was a sizable lady. Won't mention names here because that's just indiscreet. But she was a sizable lady. What a voice. And I mean, this lady's voice and my mother's voice together is like, wow. So there was a story about this particular lady who was traveling by train, I believe it was. And, you know, she was getting on the train and having difficulties going in front ways, sort of thing. And so the fella, the conductor, the train conductor said, well, you know, if you would just like to turn a little bit sideways. To which this wonderful singer says, ah, honey, I ain't got no sideways. You know, I'm actually, bless her heart, may she rest in peace. I'm actually starting to get a sideways because there's actually a shape happening. You know, it is happening. It may not be a very symmetrical shape, but it's a shape nonetheless, and I'm happy with it. You know, there's a waistline. You know, there's an hourglass. I mean, the bottom half of the hourglass maybe just a little bit on the wide load side, but hey, even that's reducing thanks to the plate. As you can see by the weight, I am like a sniff away from the maximum load capacity of being able to stand on the, I can't wait. I know that I'll be lucky to get past 30 seconds before I'll have to get down on the first try. And my husband he's actually a little bit apprehensive about me getting on that on my own. He said, I don't want you doing that on your own. He said, if you're going to start standing on your vibration plate, I want you to make sure that I'm here. So I'll probably have to start doing it on a weekend while he's home. He's just really concerned about me maybe losing my balance when I get off. So bless his heart, I can't dispute the fact that he could possibly be right and I could end up busting me foo-foo valve. So I'm going to respect his wishes and do the right thing safety-wise because, yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a shock, but I can't wait. But as you can see, if you paid attention to the bottom line of the spreadsheet, I have actually broken the sound barrier. And by sound barrier, I mean I have said goodbye to the 400-pounders part of this journey. I'm now in the 300s. And, whew, that's a big deal. It's a really big deal to get out of the 400s and be in the 300s. And just by eating meat, it's crazy. But it's not. You know, I know that I'm going to come across people who are going, oh, well, you're just going to get high cholesterol. You're just going to do yourself a mischief here. And I'm hoping that by then I'm going to have the education and the confidence with that education to be able to say, actually, no, not really. And here's why. I'm looking forward to being able to do that. So here's, you know, to the 6 months that have just been. Now here to the next 6 months. And I'm going to blink and I'll be sitting at January 1st, 2025 going, huh? Wait, what? So, you know, it's going to go quickly because things are going to be changing here at home for me. I'm going to be doing things here with the Carnival channel, obviously, but I'm also going to be starting up my mother's transferring again, and that has to be done very businesslike. And so there's a lot involved. So the structure of my day is going to change considerably. I welcome the change. I welcome it with open arms, just to have a really good structure in my day where I know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and I don't have to worry about food. Food freedom. I don't have to worry about food anymore because I know what I'm eating. It's great. It's awesome. It really is a freedom that I highly recommend to anybody. So here's to the next 6 months. Let's get stuck into it. Let's have some fun along the way. Let's learn, continue to learn, and let's hopefully improve by at least 1% every day. On that note, I would like you to be kind to those around you, protect your peace, don't take any crap, and be kind to yourself. Until Thursday, where you will get the montage that I really want to give you. Take care, folks. Thank you for being here and joining me in this crazy, crazy ride. I love each and every one of you. Bye for now.